We're continuing a series on this channel where I rank every single front office in the NBA from worst to best, and at number 26, it's the Sacramento Kings. Kings fans, as soon as you thought you were out of the gutter of the NBA, you were out of the basement of professional sports teams, you went right back in there within like 2 years. For damn near a decade at this point, the Sacramento Kings have been constantly undermining themselves with terrible leadership from the top of the organization right down to the bottom. They cycle through new coaches all the time, and Vivek Ranadive has no idea how to hold on to actual talented people in his front office or in his head coaching position. Look at Mike Malone, now look at Monty McNair. He's hired Scott Perry. Why did you hire Scott Perry? Why would you ever do that? He turned a pretty interesting and fun team led by De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis' high-pace three-point shooting offense with Mike Brown into a generic old-school style where Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan sort of just cook back and forth, and there's not a lot of playmaking or motion, and they don't really have a direction, and they don't really have draft picks, and they don't really have young, and they don't really have anything. I'm not even sure what the Sacramento Kings do, but I know that building around two shooting guards who are not pass first, and a center who's neither an elite defender, nor elite scorer, nor elite three-point shooter. Even though I like Sabonis, he's just not really a modern player in a lot of ways, though he is a very good passer. There's just not a lot of direction that the Kings can go in because of the moves they made at the deadline, because they didn't get that much in the De'Aaron Fox trade, because they lost critical young guys like Jamal Shed while getting DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, two bad contracts in a lot of ways. DeMar DeRozan's damn near 35 years old, declining. Zach LaVine is not a guy that you build your franchise around. The Chicago Bulls tried that. And I mean, like, what do you even get for Domantas Sabonis at this point? I think that if they wanted to actually commit to a direction instead of just holding on to this idea that they have a legitimate big three of some kind, they would have traded Sabonis by now. Instead, they've hired Mike Perry, who was a guy that spun his wheels with the New York Knicks for like 7 years before they cleaned out their front office and eventually got Leon Rose and started to see some success. Honestly, Vivek Ranadive is probably one of the worst owners in the NBA. The Sacramento Kings have no idea what they're doing. They have not a lot of young talent, a superstar or exciting player to build around for the future, and they're just right back in hell. Right back to the bottom. Check in tomorrow for who I'm putting at number 25 on the list.